What's going on, guys? Coach Chandler here. It's summertime, it's getting hot as hell, which means a lot of us are sweating our nutsacks off during our workouts. We're sweating through our shirts, our shorts, getting that nasty swamp ass down the crack of our ass. Sweating through our socks, our shoes. We're losing water fast, and when that happens, what happens to the quality of our muscular contraction in our workouts? It dips dramatically. Don't let this happen to you. You can take very simple preventative measures before you hit the gym in order to do so. So, what are they? Number one, obviously, you want to maintain a good level of hydration throughout the day. I'm not talking like taking sips of water in between sets. That's bush league. You need to be better than that. What I do is very simple. 2 to 3 cups of water about 20 minutes before I eat each and every one of my meals throughout the day. And also about an hour before I work out, I will have 3 to 4 cups of water. And during my workouts, I'm obviously, I'll have a water bottle and I'll down probably 2 cups or 3 cups throughout that. But ultimately, doing that will help you maintain hydration. And the second step, believe it or not, you need to make sure your sodium levels are high enough. I know we've been conditioned to think that sodium is bad, it's going to cause hypertension, and that is true, but if you are an active athlete that is busting your nuts in the gym, you simply need it. And here's why. All right, our central nervous system communicates with our skeletal muscle via what's called the neuromuscular junction. It's a fancy word for basically, it's like the communication device that's basically sends signals back and forth. And during this, at the cellular level, we have an imbalance of sodium and potassium. It's going to throw everything out of whack. Muscular contraction is going to be degraded. It's basically going to take a dip for the worse. And you don't want that to be the case, because the second it's thrown in an imbalance, the action potentials, which are what's basically send the impulse for muscular contraction, are off. All right, you're not communicating quickly and efficiently from your nervous system to your muscle. So whatever the case, the simplest thing to do, besides obviously making sure you have enough water in your system, is to maintain a high enough level of sodium. All right, so a couple options for you. Number one, Gatorade. If you're trying to kind of cut weight, I'd say go against Gatorade, or at least go like G2 or Propel or something like that. 2, if you want to go real old school, you can do like some of the old football players in Florida do, and go for pickle juice. I think it's absolutely nasty as shit, but it's high in sodium and will allow you to retain water and prevent dehydration. And third, you can go even more old school, which I'll be honest, I don't really tell people about this because I think it's disgusting. But before there was Gatorade and shit, there were salt tablets. That's right, people would take salt tablets to maintain hydration, because obviously it would just make you retain the water. But I'm not going to tell you to do that. So I would just stick with making sure, if you want a little bit of salt on your veggies or on your steak or chicken or eggs, throw a little bit on there. If you want to get fancy with it, Himalayan pink sea salt is a very pure, unadulterated salt that you can use. But other than that, just kind of throw a little bit of salt in there. A lot of food that you eat anyway are high in salt, high in sodium rather. So just do that. Maintain hydration by taking the cues that I talked about earlier, and you will be good to go. It's not going to completely prevent dehydration. You're eventually going to lose water, but ultimately it will prolong your muscular contractions and make it to where dehydration is kind of pushed further along, so it's not going to happen as soon. So ultimately, I hope you like that video. If you want more tips on nutrition, let me know by leaving me a comment below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel as well so you can stay up to date on all the daily free tips I'm going to be hooking you up with on how to turn yourself into a human ass-kicking machine that looks good while doing so. Have a good one, guys.